This video is brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle. If you're a CEO who's tired of QuickBooks or tired of the nonsense of running multiple programs, then upgrade to NetSuite to more effectively run your company. I think people don't realize the Dallas Cowboys do not have the cap room to give Dak Prescott a long-term contract. People don't understand they only have just over $19 million available in free salary cap space. And if they put a franchise tag on Dak Prescott, they'll need to pay him $37 million, a little over $37 million next year. Dallas can't afford it. Literally, people are saying, is Dak Prescott going to go on the franchise tag? No. Dallas literally can't do it. They don't. But it's really weird to me what's going on. They only have $19 million available. It's a huge red flag. What they're going to have to do, unless they cut a bunch of people and really trim down their roster, Dallas cannot afford Dak Prescott, at least not at the asking price that he wants. He wants $40 million a year, or he wants to be franchise tagged, where he'll make a little over $37 million next year. Dallas, again, cannot afford Dak Prescott's asking price. So I want to make a prediction here. It's kind of crazy. I feel like either I'm a massive idiot or I'm the only person in the world who goes, oh, obviously, Dak Prescott is going to become a free agent. Like, hello, he's going to hit the open market. First of all, Dallas can't give him the franchise. They can't afford him. Number two, there's another perspective here. I guess you get two perspectives. You have Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner, and Dak Prescott. I would imagine Jerry Jones' view, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, has the opinion that I'm going to go let Dak listen to offers. I'm going to allow Dak into the open market. Okay, go see what New Orleans and San Francisco and maybe the Jets, what are they going to offer Dak? Go listen to offers, right? And Jerry Jones is betting, nobody else is going to offer him as much money as I will give him. Nobody's in the ballpark of $40 million for Dak Prescott. That's what I would imagine Jerry Jones is betting on. Okay, go listen. Go talk to San Francisco. I dare you. You're not going to get the contract that you think you're going to get. So Jerry Jones, I believe, really does think that if I allow Dak into free agency, it's going to help me get Dak Prescott at a lower price. He'll say, hey, kid, remember me? I love you. We've done stuff before. What? San Francisco's only offering you $20 million? Well, let me give you 21. Something like that. Whatever number they're going to reach at, something like that's going to happen. Where Jerry Jones at least believes, hey, I'll let Dak go listen to other people. He'll realize his value is much lower than he thinks, and we will bring Dak in for cheaper than he's asking for. Here's the problem with all that, though. Imagine you're Dak Prescott. Really, any employee. Imagine for 2 years you've been asking for something. Like, hey, I want a raise. I want a new contract. I want a better desk. I want a better office. Whatever the thing you've been asking for 2 years. And for 2 years, you've been negotiating and talking back and forth, and it hasn't happened. It's been 2 years that Dak Prescott's been trying to make a deal with Jerry Jones, and there's still 2 years later, no contract. What is that? If you're Dak Prescott, how do you feel about that? Put yourself in Dak Prescott's shoes. If I was Dak, I'd be like, man, you don't want me, do ya? If you really wanted me, you'd pay me what I'm asking. I would imagine that's how Dak feels. So you got Jerry Jones going, listen to other people. Oh, guess what? You'll come back to me. You'll come home. And Dak is going, oh, you don't want me. You really don't think I'm worth what I think I'm worth. There's a clash coming in Dallas that people are just not talking about. Dak is going to go on the open market. He will be a free agent. He's going to meet with other teams, and he's going to go somewhere else, more than likely. Because also, not only is Dallas appear to not want Dak, they're a bad football team. It looks like they hired the wrong coach. Their defense is awful. Their offensive line is aging. They have good receivers. Like, at least Dak has good receivers to throw to. Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. There's something with a G. I'm blanking on their name. I apologize. One time I forgot John Elway's name. I literally have a hard time with names. I forget my own name sometimes. My point, though, is that Dak Prescott's looking at Dallas and going, they're a bad football team. They're not going to pay me what I want. And it doesn't seem like they want me. Why would Dak go to Dallas? Other than maybe Dallas is such a big brand and a big market. Like, hey, it's good for my marketability as an athlete. getting sponsorships and endorsements, and that makes sense. That's the only good reason I can come up with for Dak Prescott to go back to Dallas. A place that, again, appears to not actually want him. 2 years, no deal. That's pretty weird. So Dak's like, your team has problems. You don't want to pay me. And I would imagine a lot of other teams want to talk to Dak Prescott. The New Orleans Saints with Jameis Winston are going, Dak Prescott sounds pretty good. We'll pay the guy. Of course we will. Drew Brees is gone. Oh, and by the way, Sean Payton, the coach of New Orleans, he hates Jerry Jones. He hates Dallas. Because Sean Payton wanted to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and Jerry Jones wouldn't hire him. So he's got a grudge against Dallas. If Sean Payton can get one over on Dallas, can steal their quarterback, he would gladly do it. Not only that, New Orleans is a better team, better coached, better roster, more capable of winning a Super Bowl. And I've said for a long time, if you give Dak Prescott a really good team, that could work and win a Super Bowl. I love Dak to New Orleans. Now, there's another option. You have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Maybe Dak could replace Big Ben. Maybe Washington. That'd be kind of cool because Dak would play Dallas 2 times a year. Say, oh, I'll take $1 million less to spite you and play you twice a year. Sure. I don't see a good end coming between Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones. It's been 2 years of Dak saying, give me the money. You paid me nothing because I was on a rookie contract. I was drafted later in the NFL draft. Now you should pay me. And they're not ponying up. I really, truly believe Dak is going to leave Dallas and he's going to spite Jerry Jones. I think he's going to hit the open market. That's my prediction. And he's going to go to Pittsburgh or Washington, maybe the Patriots with Bill Belichick, maybe the 49ers, but they have a messy contract situation with Jimmy Garoppolo. Maybe the Jets, maybe. But I think New Orleans Saints, that's the team, the number one choice I want to see Dak Prescott playing for next year. Good football team, good coach Sean Payton. They want him. They want to get one over on Dallas. They would be happy to steal their quarterback. So again, Dallas cannot afford Dak Prescott at his current asking price. They have they have a little over $19.4 million available to sign players. Dak wants 37. What's 37 minus 19? I'm bad at math. I can tell you that's a negative amount though. Sorry, 19 minus 37. You can't pay Dak $37 million when you only have 19 available. And would you rather play for Sean Payton or Mike McCarthy? Did you watch last year? Sean Payton looks like a good coach. Mike McCarthy makes weird in-game decisions. His offense looks ugly and bad. The defense is terrible. I think the defense is way better in New Orleans. And the Saints roster altogether is better than the Dallas Cowboys roster. So Dallas is going to lowball Dak Prescott anyway. Why would he stay? Why would Dak Prescott want to be in Dallas? It makes no sense to me. He wouldn't. Now, I will say, in fairness to the Dallas Cowboys, in fairness to Jerry Jones, and this is something I've said for a long time, Dak is not worth $40 million a year. So I actually think in a weird way, Dallas will be dodging a bullet by not paying Dak Prescott the gigantic contract he wants. They can't afford it anyway, but even if they could, it would cripple them. You give Dak $40 million a year, you can't pay anybody else. That's not good. And I don't want to pay Dak Prescott. Dak's the kind of quarterback, he's not Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Even Aaron Rodgers without help can't win a Super Bowl. Would you put Dak Prescott and Aaron Rodgers in the same category? I would not. Dak needs good players around him. If you pay Dak $40 million a year, you can't get him good players to play with to help you win that Super Bowl you so badly want. So I actually think in a weird, despite my criticism of Dallas, I think Dallas doesn't understand they're a bad football team. Dak doesn't want to be there. I don't know why he would. It actually helps them. Getting rid of Dak, going to find a cheaper option at quarterback is actually good for them. It helps them build their football team the right way. Get a rookie quarterback on a rookie contract. Trade for Gardner Minshew. Dallas with Gardner Minshew on that really tiny low ball contract with the ability to sign other people. That's a better situation for Dallas in a heartbeat. I love Dak. Dak's an amazing leader, an amazing person. He's not worth $40 million a year. So I think it would be a miracle if Dak Prescott goes back to Dallas. I don't know what's his incentive. They don't want to pay him. They don't want him. They're a bad football team. And there's better options out there. Black and gold with Dak Prescott. The New Orleans Saints and Dak Prescott. Oh, I love how that would look and the sound of that. New Orleans Saints quarterback, Dak Prescott. Be awesome. I think that'd be amazing.